So this is your review for your test, your geometry test tomorrow. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. See if the pen works. And it does. So the 0.5 negative 8 is reflected across the x-axis and then reflected across the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the reflected point? So let's find where negative 5 and negative 8 is. Negative 5, negative 8. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Ooh, I might have to change. You know what? Why don't we do by twos? Okay, so 0, negative 2, negative 4, negative 5 would be here. Okay, negative 5. And we want to go negative 8, which means go 8 down. So we're going by 2, so here is 0, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. So negative 8, negative 5, negative 8 would be this point right here. Okay, so I'm going to erase this particular point because that might be a little slow. We know we went 1, 2, 4, and half of negative 5. Okay, and we went all the way here. That's negative 5, and that's negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. Good. They meet over here. So we're going to reflect this across the x-axis. So it's going to be, this is your x-axis. So that point, I'm going to change color. It's going to go this way. We're going to reflect it over the x-axis. So the same distance, so the distance is 2, I'm sorry, every box is 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, right over here. And our point here, it's going to be called, it's still negative 5, right? Because if you start from the origin, you're going to go 2, 4, and half of a box, which is 1, negative 5, and we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 up. So our point right now is negative 5 and 8. So negative 5 stayed, the x coordinate stayed the same, and the negative 8, the y changed. We went from 8 negative to 8 positive. So we're here right now. Now we're going to reflect this from this side. We're going to jump and make this the y-axis. We're going to jump from here, and we're going to go this way. We're going to reflect it over the y-axis. So now, where would be this point on as a reflection over the y-axis? Be the same distance. So this is half of a square, one full square, and another full square. So it'd be 2.5 squares. So 1, 2, here. That would be the reflection of this particular point over the y-axis. And what is that point? Well, let's start. This is 0. How many to the right am I walking? I'm walking 2. Remember, every box is 2 in this case. 2, 4, 5. So first coordinate's 5, and we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8 up. So the final coordinate of our point here is 5, positive 8. Okay, so it went from here to here, and from here to here. Okay. Move on to the next question. Hopefully this won't take too long. Which figure does this net belong to? Well, if I fold this up, well, let's see. Well, it's definitely not a cube. Okay. I don't see any skinny part like this. Okay, like this too. It's definitely a rectangular prism. Just I don't think it's this one. This right here. Okay, looks like this. And there's two, one here and one in the back here. Okay, and that's this one. And there's 4 equal rectangles going around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd say it's this one, and definitely not this one. Okay. I need to get a new computer. All right. What's the difference? What is the distance between point L at negative 8 and 2? So again, let's see. Can we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, we can't go by 1. So we got to go by 2s because it's too small. So negative 8 will be here 0, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. And we're going to take the elevator up. It'll be here. So that's negative 8, positive 2. And we want to know how far that is from 6 and 2. 6 and 2 means you start here, 2, 4, 6. I'm going to take the elevator up, and that's 6, 2. So how far are these 2 points? Well, the only thing you have to be careful is that every square here is a unit of 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 units. Okay? That's easy enough. Move on. A box is 3.5 inches wide, 2.5 inches long, and 4.5 inches tall. What is this total surface area? Okay, so you can draw this box. Okay, so the surface area, and we can draw this over here like that. Okay, here's your prism, and the width is 3.5, so that's 3.5. 2 inches long, so this is 2 3/4 over here, and 4.5 tall. Obviously, this is not to scale. I would definitely change this to what do you call decimals. I will give you a calculator tomorrow, so that would be 3.5 for the width, 2.75 for the length over here, and 4.5 obviously becomes 4.5. Okay, remember that you can break it up into the top part, the front, back, left, and right, and all that stuff. So we got, let's do this here. It's the top part here. Okay, the top, we got top and bottom. The top and bottom. The top would be this, which is 3.5, and this is 2 3/4, so 2.5. I'm sorry, 3.5. 3.5. Let's go back one. So it's, this here is 3.5. So 3.5 times this distance is 2.75. Okay, and that's going to be the bottom. And I'm going to do one more because that's the top. 2.75. Remember, top and bottom are the same. Then you're going to do the front here. Okay, this is the front part right here. And the front here, well, we're going to write that this is 2.34 or 2.75. And what is my height over here? This height here, it says it's 4.5. So 2.75 times 4.5. Why am I writing like that? 4.5. And the back is the same thing, 2.75 times 4.5. Okay, and then we're going to do one more, which is this side right here, the left and the right. So I'll put here left and right. And the left and right is 3.5 times, what's the height? 4.5, so it's 3.5 times 4.5, and you're going to do it 2 times because there's one on the left and one on the right. I am not going to give you the answer because I'm not calculating that. You would multiply all them, find the area of each individual face, and I gave you all the numbers, and you just add it up at the end. Okay. Surface area of the square pyramid. Again, surface area. So we want to wrap this pyramid with paper. Okay, so that is made up of what? A square in the middle like this, and 4 triangles. Okay. So my square, and I'll take that square in the middle. It's a square. This is 25. So it's a square, all sides are 25. So how do I find the area of a square? It's 25 times 25. Then I have 4 equal triangles, like that. So the base of this triangle is 25, and the height is what? 32. So area of a triangle, remember, is base times height divided by 2. So that would give me 25 times 32 divided by 2. Okay, and I would do that how many times? I would do that 4 times because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this, whatever that is, or you can just find whatever that is and multiply by 4 because there's 4 triangles. Okay, make sure you add whatever you get here to the answer of that as well, and you get your final answer. Okay. I'll make this video too long, so here, therefore I'm not giving you all the final answer. I'm pretty much taking you all the way to part. So next question. He has a window shaped like a rectangle in the living room. It is 5.3, so the window is 5.3. Height and the width is 2.4. So let's find the area of this window. So it's 2.4 times 5.3, and I have no idea what that is because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's just do this quickly. And you will have a calculator tomorrow. So 2.4 times 5.3 gives me 12.72 feet squared. So that's the window in the living room. So I'll write living room here. Living room, living. And what do we know? The area of the window in the bedroom. So it has a window in the bedroom. And the window in the bedroom is a little bit smaller. So it's 3 times smaller than the living room. So if the living room is 12.72, 3 times smaller, you can divide that by 3. You divide that by 3, you're going to get 4.24. So 4.24 would be the size of the window in the bedroom. Okay, easy enough. Which figure has twice as many edges as faces? Twice as many edges as faces. So something has, for example, 4 faces, it would have 8 edges. That's an example. Okay, that's what twice as many would have. So rectangular pyramid. Rectangular pyramid. A rectangular pyramid, something like this. Okay, and it has how many edges? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges. And how many faces does it have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're 4 and 5 and 5. So that's not this one. A triangular pyramid. That's looks something like this. Does it have how many edges? We're talking about edges. Oh my god, I did faces here. So edges would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And well, actually, it would be a rectangular pyramid. Look at that. The rectangular pyramid has how many edges? Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the back. And how many faces does it have? It has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sorry, not this one. How about triangular pyramid? Triangular pyramid has how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 edges. How many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not that one. I read it. Triangle, rectangular prism. Rectangular pyramid has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces. How many edges? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the bottom another 4, 8, and then this 9, 10, 11, 12. So definitely a rectangular prism. Okay. Which figure has only one base? Rectangular pyramid has. Oh, there we go. Rectangular pyramid, because a pyramid has this as your base, right? And then has only one base, and in this case, the base is this, the rectangle. Everything else, the cube, you can rest it on 2 sides in your hand. Okay, you have this part at the bottom rest in your hand, or you can flip it and have this this face rest in your hand. So same thing with the prism, same thing with a triangular prism. You can have 2 faces resting on your hand. So the only one that there's only one way you can rest on your hand would be a rectangular pyramid. Let me just see one thing. Now it's recording, thank God. Okay, so let's continue this. Find the possible dimensions of a prism that has a volume 240. Okay, so the volume here, right here, volume is big B times h, or if you want, this is length times width times h. So if the volume is 240, what are some possibilities? Oh, well, you can break 240. 10 to 20, and then if I take the 20 multiplied by 12, that would give me 240, right? Yep, so that's a possibility. Okay, so You can give another one. Let's see. Let's see. Another thing that would give me 240. Okay, how about 30 times 80? No, not 30 times 80. Let me take that back. 30 times 8 is 240, and then a height of 1, a very flat thing. Okay, and 30 times 8, just to confirm, 240. So that would also give you a volume of 240. So those two examples. Triangle has a height, so anytime you can, draw it out. The visual always helps. So here's a height, and that height's 7.6. 7.6. Okay, that's the height. And the area, ooh, they don't give you the base, so the base is a mystery. So let's write area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So let's substitute what we can. So the area is 31.92. What is the base? We don't know, so I'll leave the b by itself. And then height is, what's the height? 7.6 times 7.6 divided by 2. Okay, so what number multiplied by 7.6 and then divided by 2 will give you 31.92. This can be solved as an equation. Okay, ooh, this is going to be complicated here. Let's think of a number that multiplied. So I can go ahead and divide these two, 7.6 and 2, and make that a little smaller. So I can leave the b here and divide 7.6 divided by 2. If I divide that, that's going to give me 3.8. Okay, so better yet, instead of writing it like that, it's easier if you write it the way I told you to write it, which is 3.8 and then b. Now this becomes an equation. Okay, I can take, this is a multiplication equation, 3.8 times b. I can divide both sides by 3.8. Okay, these two cross out, become just 1 or simply just b. And on this side I divide 31.92 divided by 3.8, and I will get whatever magical number, 8 or something. 31.92 divided by 3.8, 8.4, close. So the height is 8.4 centimeters. Okay, careful with this question. Any more? Oh, okay. Let's do this one. So you want to find the area and the perimeter of this particular thing. And if you notice the scale, this is 0 and this is 10. It means that this is 2, that's 4, that's 6, that's 8, and that's 10. So every box here is 2 units. That's the main difficulty with this part. For you realize that every box is 2 units and not 1. If you do it by 1, you will get this wrong. So let's find the perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around this figure. So if you had to walk, let's walk. Let's take this point and start walking. So you walk 2 steps, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 steps. Now, this is a half of one square to the half another square. That's a full square. It's a full square, so half and half is 1. So we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This will be 16. And then from here, 18. 18, and this is 1. That would be 19. So 19 plus 2 is 21. 23, 25, 27. And then we're going to walk 27, 29, 30, 31, 33, 35, 37, 38. Remember, that's a half, 38. We're going to go up 40, and then half of a square, which is 1, 41. Half another square going this way, 42, 44, 46. And then from here to here, it's 46 is 1, 47. So now back in 2 is 47, 49, 51, 53, and one more. 53 plus 1, that little part, 54. And that's your perimeter. Okay, the perimeter is 54 whatever units. Okay, now they also want the area. So to do the area, let's see, I would break it up in like this. To make it easier for me, I would make this one rectangle, rectangle A. Ooh, well, let's see if it works for me. Rectangle B, rectangle C. So let's calculate rectangle A. Rectangle A, let's draw it out. Well, from here to here, it's 2 units plus 1, so that makes my height 3. From here to here, it's, well, let's start here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 plus 1, 13. So that's 13. Area is base times height. So you get 13 times 3, A there equals 13 times 3, which equals 39. So that's the area of A. The area of B is this rectangle coming like this. Oh, that's not, this one's nice and easy because from here to here is just simply 2. Going up is 2, 4, 6, and then plus half of 1, that would be 7. So again, the area is base times height, 2 times 7, which in this case will give me 14. Okay, now we got the bigger rectangle. Okay, so rectangle is C. Let's see, from here, that's 1, plus 2 is 3, 5, 7, plus 1 is 8. So this height is 8. Let's go across. That's 1 box, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's an 8 times 14. Okay, that's going to give you 112 units. So, to walk around, oh, I'm sorry, this is not unit squared, by the way, because this is area. So now we have to add 112 plus 39 plus 14 to get our final answer. Okay. I think we have one more question. Last question is, where is it? Why is it not there? Okay, so the last question, it's to draw the net of the figure and find surface area. Okay, so we're gonna try the surface area. So we're gonna have something like this. You can do, okay, top, bottom, front, back, then your left side, and your right side. Okay, I am not going to do this. I'm just going to give you the dimensions. So the top, on the top here, this is what I'm interested in. Okay, I know that this is 50, and this, my width here is 27.5. Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. My front is this, which is 50, and my height is 3.5. And I'm going to do that twice, and you can do 3.5. And then finally, the side here, my side, this whole thing is 27.5 or 27.5, and my height over here is 3.5. So there are the dimensions of all 6 faces. You got to do them twice and then find the sum. Is there more at the bottom of this? Let's see. Oh, and you want the volume as well. So volume, it's easy. So volume. Okay. Length times width times height, So I forgot what the numbers were. But you can do, that's simple enough. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. The volume would be big B times H, or length times width, which is the same thing, then times H. Length here is 50. This is 27.5, 27.5, and times H, the height, which is 3.5. I'll leave that as it is, and you can find your answer on your own. Okay, so that should be it. Okay, not too difficult. You just gotta be careful. That's that. We're done.